Welcome, Captain Matt, Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon. Today, we're talking about top boat brands. So what brands have the most market share? Who's selling the most boats in each individual category over the last couple of years? If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm the author of the book, Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon, Avoid Expensive, Frustrating, and Embarrassing Blunders Buying a New or Used Boat. We've got over 600 videos on the channel, close to 11 million views, over 50,000 subscribers, and we would love to have you join us. So let's talk about the top boat brands. We're going to go category by category as we look through here, and we're going to start with the fiberglass outboard market. So this is industry research that was put out by Boating Industry, and we're going to take a look at 16 to 20 foot fiberglass outboards. You can see on the left is 2022, on the right is 2021. So in 22, we've got Tahoe and Tracker Marine in the 1 and 2 spot. 21, we just had Tracker. Tahoe is part of the Tracker brand. So Tracker is the aluminum sun tracker. Tahoe is their fiberglass. So Bass Pro Shop is putting a ton of boats on the market in 22. Bayliner, we got Skeeter and Ranger, which are bass boats. Hurricane, Starcraft, which are deck boats. Key West, typically center consoles. Boston Whaler, and Triton boats. So 16 to 20 foot. You can see how it goes in 21 is Carolina Skiff was in there, but a little bit of shuffling of order, but very, very similar. And what I think is really interesting is the combined market share. Those 10 brands make up 57% of the total market of boats sold. Now, if we go to the next category, we're 21 to 24 feet, so more bow riders and deck boats. Number one, Ranger with their bass boat. Sea Hunt, center console. Key West, center console. Robalo, center console. Skeeter, bass boats are multi-species boats and center consoles. Sportsman, center consoles. Phoenix bass boat. Bayliner with their family boat. Nautic Star with center consoles. And Hurricane with some bow riders and deck boats. Again, when we look at 21, very similar brands. The Nautic Skiff and the Carolina Skiff have stuck in there, and we're at 43%. So in that market, especially in the center consoles in this size, we got a ton of different brands that are in that space. So these are mainly the mass-produced boats. Outboards, 24 feet and above. So now we're getting to larger center consoles, larger bow riders and deck boats. Not as many bass boats now in this category. We've got Sea Hunt, Grady White, Boston Whaler. So now we've just stepped up size. And we've also gone to more premium mid-tier levels. Pursuit, Great Boat, Sea Ray. So top 5 are in the premium to high mid-tier. Sea Fox, we go to a value. Robalo, mid-tier center console. Tidewater, mid-tier center console. Cobia, mid-tier center console. Regal, premium bow rider. So compared to 21, we had Sportsman was in the mix there. Everything else was very, very similar. And now we're at 39% of the marketplace. So again, a lot of different brands that play in the larger outboard fiberglass market. Now we're going to move to the inboard towboat. So your wake boats, surf boats. We've got number one, Mastercraft, Malibu, Nautique. So premium levels, although Mastercraft has their NXT, Axis, Taiga, Centurion, Moomba, ATX, Supra, Heyday. So in 10 brands, we've got 95% of the market. We're only missing a couple, Supreme and a few others. So very, very tight grouping of towboats. Not many in that marketplace. Aluminum outboards. So now we get into kind of aluminum fishing boats. We've got Tracker in the mix again with their outboard aluminum boats. Lund, G3, Ranger, Lowe, Bennington, pontoons. Lowe does some pontoons as well. G3 does some pontoons as well. Express, Alumacraft, Crestliner, and Havoc boats. We're at 68% of the market share. Compare it to 21, you can see almost the exact same. A few down at the bottom, Vexus, which dropped down, Express, which dropped out, Crestliner, which dropped down a little bit, and Alumacraft snuck in there at 21. I think when they went with the Rotax engine, that really hurt Alumacraft's market share and on that piece. But again, 68% of the market in just 10 brands. We'll jump up to fiberglass stern drive. So now we're talking Mercruiser, Volvo, your freshwater, basically bow rider and deck boats. We've got Bayliner, Sea Ray, Glasstron in number 3, which is interesting for 2022. Four Winds, Hurricane, Regal, Stingray, Starcraft, Monterey, and Crownline. 99% from 16 to 20 feet. And again, most of these are going to be on the 20 feet side, 18 to 20 foot side, compared to the 21 market share. Pretty much the exact same list. A little bit of shuffle in order with Chaparral going from 4, dropping out. I think that had a lot to do with them dropping the Vortex line and changing the way they did their H2O line. 21 to 24 feet, kind of the main category of that stern drive fiberglass boat. Chaparral, Cobalt, Sea Ray, Regal. Again, 4 premium manufacturers. Bayliner value, Monterey, Four Winds, Crownline, mid-tier, Glasstron, value to mid-tier, Starcraft value. 94% of the market share in just 10 brands right there. 24 feet and above. Now we're going to get to more of a premium, more expensive boat. Cobalt, Sea Ray, Regal, Chaparral, Crownline, Formula, Monterey, Chris Craft, Four Winds, and Shockwave Marine. If you compare it, virtually the exact same. We had Regal and Chaparral flip-flop, but everything else is very, very similar. Formula and Crownline flip-flop with 92% of the market share in just 10 brands. So now we're going to go to fiberglass inboards, 33 feet and above. So this is your bigger cruiser. Sea Ray has dominated this market for a long time. Azimuth, Viking, Cruiser Yachts, which is now owned by Marine Max, Prestige, Formula, Riviera Marine, Galleon, Princess Yachts, and Sunseeker. 46% of the market share. A lot fewer of these boats built, so we had a lot more of changing around in the from 21 to 22 at Tierra and Sabra, jumping out, and cruisers went from number 1 in 21 down to number 4 in 22. So let's jump into the aluminum outboard market. We've got 21 to 24. Now I separated this out because we've got a lot more pontoons in this market above 21 feet. We've got Bennington, Premium, Tracker with their Sun Tracker brand, more value, Sylvan, Godfrey, mid-tier, Barletta, Premium, Avalon Premium, Forest River, mid-tier, Harris Premium, Crest Premium, Bentley, value to mid-tier, and that's making up 70% of the marketplace. Again, similar brands, different orders from 21 to 22. Now we jump up 24 foot and above. Barletta jumps to number 1, Avalon, Bennington, 3 premiums. Then we got Starcraft, Godfrey, which are going to be your mid-tier, Tracker, value with their Sun Tracker, Harris, Manitou, Sylvan, Premier. Now, a couple of changes. You can see Barletta jumped way up from 4 to 1. Manitou dropped down a few places. Again, just like Alumacraft, I think that has a lot to do with that Rotax engine. Is the dealers just weren't comfortable promoting it, and so they started promoting other brands more. 76% of the market share. So why is this information important? One, I just thought it was interesting to share with you a little inside baseball in the industry. But 2, it goes to resale value. And we've got all of these different brands. The main mass-produced ones are going to do a lot of stuff real well and fit a lot of markets areas, and they can be sold easier. Some of the brands that fall outside of this mass market, they can be perfect for your needs, but the resale value can be a little bit harder, the resale process can be a little bit harder, but it's also regional. So keep it in mind that in your region, some of these brands do better than another, even on these lists. Something to consider. I thought it was interesting. Give me a thumbs up if you found this valuable. This type of industry insight, if you find it valuable, let me know. If you are shopping for a boat, make sure you grab our toolkit. Totally free, 40 pages, our Boat Buyers Toolkit, boatbuyerssecretweapon.com/toolkit. You can get it totally free. Checklist, questions to ask, how to demo, a bunch of great information in there. And remember, life truly is better on a boat.